move into another socially constructed new year, it's always important to remember that there's a light inside of everyone. And no matter what, there'll always be something or someone that's going to come around and try to dim that light or shut it off on you. But whatever you do, you hold on to that light tight and you fight. You fight to not let that issue, that thing, or that person tear you down. You fight for the right to define your own self, to not let anyone else dictate and tell you who or what you are. You got to work hard to keep your head up always, because you know that some people or something will always be hanging and lurking around for you to fall, for that wonderful light of yours to dim and shut off. So, don't you never, and I mean never, let something or someone fade the light that makes you so beautiful. Because in the end of it all, you're the only one who controls how brightly you shine. Hey, I was wondering, now that we're just arbitrarily kidnapping other countries' presidents, you take requests? Put your hand up if you're sick and tired of all of these fees, especially with these food delivery places like Uber and DoorDash. I mean, you buy a sandwich for $8.99 and it comes out to $35 with the service fee, the admin fee, the delivery fee, the taxes fee. So recently, we had a huge lottery jackpot going on, and my mom asked me to go and buy her a lottery ticket for the $80 million. So, one ticket is $6 altogether, and she gave me a $10 bill. So I go to the store, I get her the ticket, I come back, I give her the ticket, I start walking away when she says, "Hey, Tony, where's my change?" And I say, "Change? Ma, you got the service fee, the admin fee, the delivery fee, the taxes fee." Sometimes, not always, but sometimes people ask me, "Tunes, why do you have to be so damn loud?" And I always say, my response is always the same. You really want to know what it is? Okay, come a little closer. Yeah. You want to hear, right? You want to know what it is? Come closer. You want to hear? It doesn't matter if you smell. I remember how much fun I had back in the day annoying the shit out of my Israeli roommate by giving him any mail that came to the house addressed to the occupier. I wanna love you. Have you noticed that old baby names are very much in style now, like Lily or Rose? Yeah, so my wife and I wanted something like that for our daughter, but we couldn't decide. So in the end, we just called her Nana. Yeah, we figure she'll just grow into it.
What you talking about, Willis?
Don't you just hate it when you're kissing a beautiful woman and suddenly you realize her eyes are open and you're like, shit, she's coming around?
What you talking about, Willis?
Wife, suppose you hit the jackpot of $10 million in the state lottery, and on the exact same day, someone kidnaps me and demands ransom of all of your winnings. What would you do? Husband, what would I do? Oh, geez whiz, honey. Thanks, but I highly doubt that I'm lucky enough to hit 2 jackpots in the same day. Oh! I once had a one-night stand, and I had done some of the snow that night, and let's just say I wasn't performing to the hardest of my abilities, which definitely sucked. But luckily enough, the woman that I was with that night was really understanding about it all. And she just said, "Oh, Toons, don't worry about it. That shit used to happen to me too." My wife said to me, "Babe, if you won the lottery, would you still love me?" I said, "Of course I would. I'd miss you a tremendous amount, but I'd still love you." I remember back when I was a young guy, I went out with a beautiful older woman, and she taught me that the absolute best way to perform cunnilingus on a woman was to use my tongue to trace out the letters of the alphabet. So I learned how to do that exceptionally well, and I was pretty pleased with myself overall. But a few months later, she left me for a Chinese guy.
What you talking about, Willis?
One day, a hunter visited another hunter and was given a grand tour of his home. In the den was a big, gorgeous stuffed lion. The visiting hunter asks, "Wow, that's a big one. When did you bag him?" The host replies, "Oh, that was like 3 years ago when I went hunting with my wife." "Oh, that's cool. What's he stuffed with?" asked the visiting hunter. "My wife. Recently, my wife told me that I had a penis like a donkey. I blushed and I thanked her for it, but it turns out she meant a smell. And then I said, 'How do you know?'
If you smell!
I was awakened the other night by the bulimic who lives in the apartment above me, vomiting profusely. So I grabbed a broom handle and I hit the ceiling and I yelled, 'Ah, bloody hell! Would you keep it down already?'" Ladies, being a cougar takes more than just being 40 or 50 years old. You need your own house, money, and you need good credit too, because if you don't have any of that going on, you're just a stray cat.
Cat class and the cat style.
Hey, has your phone ever filmed a 3.5-hour documentary about life inside of your pocket? Oh! I told my fiance that we should get married on a nude beach. That way we can see who the best man really is. But my true New Year's resolution is to break all of my New Year's resolutions. That way I succeed at something. I remember during my first ever driving test, the examiner asked me what sign I'd expect to see down a narrow country road. Apparently, fresh eggs for sale honor system wasn't the correct answer. Last month, while I was traveling abroad, I found my G-spot. Well, actually, it was the customs officer who found it. I just bought her dinner.
What you talking about, Willis?
You were all lied to about Vietnam, Pearl Harbor, Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Libya, Iran, Gaza, the greatest ally, weapons of mass destruction, 9/11, but they're 100% telling you the truth about Epstein, Venezuela, Charlie Kirk, the weather, injections. Little Johnny is taking a shower with his mom one day and says, "Mom, what are those things on your chest?" Unsure of how to reply, she tells Johnny to ask his dad at breakfast tomorrow. So the next morning at breakfast, he asks his father the same question. His father, always quick with the answer, says, "Well, Johnny, you see, those are balloons, and when your mommy dies, we can blow them up and she'll float to heaven." Johnny thinks that's so cool, and he doesn't ask any more questions. A few weeks later, Johnny's dad comes home from work a couple hours early and catches Johnny running out of the house crying hysterically. "Daddy, Daddy, Mommy's dying!" His father says, "Calm down, son, calm down. Why do you think Mommy's dying?" "'Cause Uncle Harry is blowing up Mommy's balloons as she's screaming, 'Oh God, I'm coming!'"